Hello, PE 114, high intensity interval training. Here we go, it's our first workout. Okay, so week 2, we're in week 2, workout number 1. A couple of things that I want to go over first is just for safety, that you never lock out your joints. So whether we're lifting, jogging, whatever we're doing, your knees need to be soft. So you don't want to lock them back. You want to make sure that those knees are soft. Anywhere you have joints, we want to make sure that they're soft. We want them activated. If they're locked out, they're not activated. Okay, so we want the muscles around the joints doing the stabilization. So even if I say your legs are straight, but they're not locked out. Okay, so you're keeping them nice, the knees nice and soft. All right, that's number 1. Number 2 is I can't play music because YouTube keeps tagging it and saying that there's copyright infringements. So I would like for you to have your own music available because music is motivating. So you should have maybe a playlist ready to go, maybe a workout playlist, but you should have some music on while you're doing this. It'll make it more enjoyable. The other thing is you should have some water handy, all right? So some water, some music. You should wear tennis shoes. I have shoes that I only wear inside the house. I have a mat out, and behind me you can see I have my lightweight, medium weight, and heavyweight, so I'm ready to go. One more thing that I want to do before we start is I want to teach you about your heart rate. Heart rate is also linked to breath rate. So what do I mean by that? Go ahead and find your pulse. Okay, once you have that, ready, count. Stop. All right, so we did it for 6 seconds, so we're going to multiply it by 10. So whatever your number was, multiply it by 10. I imagine because it's resting, maybe you haven't been doing much today, that you're probably like some of you probably in the 60s, 70s, all right? Now, I just want you to go ahead, we'll jog in place a little bit. All right, go ahead and find your pulse, count. Stop. Now, I imagine that it's a little bit elevated, so it's a little bit higher than when you first started. So when you multiply it by 10, you have a higher number. Maybe you're starting to get closer to 80, 90. All right, now what I'd like you to do is, as quickly as you can, I want you to do jumping jacks. So you're gonna do jumping jacks. Go ahead, find your pulse, count. Stop. All right, that's probably your highest, right? And the other thing you can tell is I'm starting to breathe a little bit more. So that's how breath rate is linked to heart rate. So you can monitor where you are in your workout based on how you're breathing. All right, let's get started. I have a timer set. And right now we're going to use 30 seconds. We're going to go through warm up. We're just going to jog in place. Keep jogging. We're going to jog for 1 minute. So that was 30 seconds. In case you can hear the beeps. So you can see you don't need much space. Go ahead, skip. Now, the way I want you to use the videos for the class is I want you to put it on. So here's workout 1, week 2. You do it the entire length of the video, because that would be the equivalent of a class. All right, nice and easy, starting with high knees on a march. Bring it up to a jog, still doing the high knees. All right, leg curls. Bringing your heels to your glutes. All right, taking that up to a jog, go. Keep bringing the heels to the glutes. All right, slide. Just kind of back and forth. Again, keeping those knees bent. All right, karaoke. So why did I have you take your heart rate? Well, one is I want to make sure that we're in training heart rate zones while we're working out. So those of you that are kinesiology majors, and there's a couple of you, 220 minus age equals max. So take 220, subtract your age, that would be your max number. Now, once you have your max number, if you're training, you're probably working in about anywhere from 65 to 80% of your target heart rate, in your target heart rate zones. So if I was 20, which I'm not, but minus 220 from 20 equals 200, I would be in my training heart rate zone. If I was 60%, 120 to about 80%, which would be 160. So when you took the number, if your number was 12 and you multiplied it by 10, Walk on your toes. Then you'd be at 120. You'd be at the beginning of training heart rate. Go walk on your heels and then walk on your toes. So what a personal trainer does for you is they make sure that you're training your target heart rate zone, because that's where the benefits of exercise show up the best. So while we're training, I want to make sure that you're getting something out of the workout and that you're training in a zone that is actually doing stuff, good stuff for your cardiovascular system. So if you have a heart rate monitor on your watch, that's awesome, because then you get it in real time. My watch doesn't have that feature, but I've been doing it long enough to know breath rate is linked to heart rate to figure out when I'm in my training heart rate zones. All right, that's the warm up. Go ahead and get a drink of water. I'm going to switch the timer. We're going to incorporate plyos, weights, and core. Yay! So I'm not going to start the timer yet. You're going to go ahead and you're going to get your medium weights. We'll do 2 sets of the reps. So the reps are going to be for 45 seconds. So there's not a set number of reps, but we're going to do 2 sets with the weights. Then we'll go ahead and we'll do a plyo, and then we'll put in a core, okay? All right. So go get medium weight, ready, still warming up. You will get used to this exercise. I use it as a warm-up quite often. So you're gonna bend and then reach. Bend and then reach. Now remember, keep those knees nice and soft. The head of the weight is in line with my shoulders when I press up. So clean and then press for those of you that work out often. Now, once you get the right technique, as long as you're doing good technique, you can go ahead and do it faster. So if your weights are lighter, you're going to go ahead and do them faster. Now, there's a 15-second rest in between each of the 45 seconds. So you can go ahead and get the weights out of your hand during that time. If you need water during the course of working out, do it during the rest. All right, same exercise. Okay, go ahead and set the weights down. If you need that drink of water, go ahead and get that drink of water. Always during the rest. We're going to jog in place as our first plyo, just like we did during the warm-up, but a little bit faster. Ready, go. All right. I'm going to move my mat back onto the top of the black mat so that you can see what we're doing for core. We're just going to do heel touches. So you're going to bend your knees, you're up, you're reaching and touching. right, pop back up. All right, go ahead and get heavy weight. We're gonna do 3-way squat. So you're gonna come down, then you're gonna step out to the side, come down, step into the middle. You should be going. Step out to the other side. We're doing 45 seconds. Nice and easy. Most important thing is that the weights come down below your knees. So I keep my chest up, my back is flat. You gotta stick your bottom out. All right, so go ahead and rest. So that's 3-way squats. Same thing, ready, go. So to the middle, step out to one side, step back to the middle, step out to the other side. All right, go ahead, set them down. This time we're gonna do simulated jump rope. Simulated jump rope. Go. Those of you that have taken my class before, you know I love simulated jump rope because you never trip over the rope. Make sure you're using your arms. All right, now we're gonna hold plank. When you hold plank, I want your arms right about here, okay? And you're pressed up. Your body's nice and in alignment, okay? So ready? Go. When you're in plank, remember to breathe. Come on up. You can go ahead and medium or heavy weight, depending on where you are. We're gonna do bicep curls. So coming right up to your shoulder, right up to your shoulder. Alternating. ahead, rest. All right, same thing. Ready to go? All right, go ahead and put the weight down. This time, you're going to start with your feet. You're going to picture a square. You're going to go out, out, in, in. So you're picking up your feet each time. Out, out, in. So starting out of the box, into the box, out of the box, into the box. And again, here, if you can push the pace, you want to push the pace. So trying to elevate that heart rate back up again. All right, this time we're going to do reach throughs. So your knees are bent again. You're going to reach through the middle. So it's a crunch. Ready, go. All right, come all the way up. Again, get your heavy weight. We're going to go back to legs. We're going to do a deadlift. So very similar. You're going to go down, legs are straight, come up, push your hips forward. Down, come up. Now remember, we're not locking out our legs. Our shoulders are relaxed back and down. Okay. Try to keep your chest up, head up, down, and hips forward. Okay, go ahead, set them down. Same exercise. Ready? Go. Keep that back nice and flat. Knees are soft. Go ahead and put them down. We're going to go back to jogging in place. Ready, go. That heart rate back up. All right, we're going to go ahead and get a heavy weight. Just one, okay? We're going to go ahead and put it behind our back. We're going to put our elbows. It's going to go down our back and then up. We're working our tricep. Ready, go. Go ahead, rest. All right, second set. Okay, go ahead and put it down. All right, we're going to do simulated jump rope. I got excited about tricep extensions, so we'll do 2 sets of core after the jump rope. Ready, go. All right, so 2 sets of core. Heel touches, and then we'll go right into reach throughs. Ready, go. All right, I'm gonna get a quick drink, and then like I said, we're gonna go right into reach throughs. Ready to go? Go ahead, come on up. You can get heavy or medium weight. We're gonna set a lunge. So I want you to make sure that that front leg is straight. And now you're just gonna pulse, bending that back knee down toward the ground. Just pulsing up and down. Seems pretty easy in the first 10 seconds, but wait, 45. Back is straight. Relax those shoulders back and down. Nice, easy pulse. All right, come on up. Go ahead and put the weights down for a second. This time we're going to switch. So our back leg's going to come up to the front. Same thing. That front leg is really straight. That knee stays in line with the ankles. It doesn't go forward. I know this knee sounds like it's on a replacement, but it's not. That little creaking noise. That's what happens when you play soccer for years. I don't know how sensitive my mic is. I don't even know if you're picking it up, but I can hear a little bit of crackling in my knee. Keep going. You got this. All right, come on up. Go ahead, set the weights down. In, out, out. Or out, out, in. Ready, go. And that heart rate back up. All right, we're gonna hold plank. Ready, go. All right, come on up. ahead and get medium weight. We're gonna do shoulder work. We're gonna do a front raise, okay? So you're just gonna come up, one arm at a time, up to your shoulder. Go ahead, set them down. Same exercise, front raise. Go ahead, set them down. We're gonna go back to jog in place. Ready, go. All right, heel touches. Ready, go. All right. Now we're pretty much going to go through the series again. So go ahead and get heavy weight. We're going to start with deadlifts. Let's get to the back of our legs and our glutes down. Keep that back nice and flat. Come up, hips forward. Keep good form if you can this time through. Pick up the pace a little bit. Try to get more reps in. All right, go ahead. Lower the weights. All right, ready? Second set. Go. Set them down. Simulated jump rope. Ready. Go. All right, reach throughs. Ready, go. All right, come up. Go ahead, medium or heavy weight. We're going to do bicep curls. We're going to do wide bicep curls, so you're going to lock your elbows into your sides. Now, you can see I kind of bend my knees, tuck my tail, keep my back nice and flat while I'm doing the weights. So I stabilize with my core. That core is always working for you. All right, go ahead and set them down. All right, get them again. Wide bicep curl, locking those elbows in at your sides, all the way up again to your shoulders. Stabilize with your core. Back is nice and straight, working on posture. Posture is so important. That's it. Keep working. All right, go ahead and set them down. Ready. Go. Out of the box, into the box, out of the box, into the box. In, out, out. All right. This time we're going to hold plank. Ready. Go. Keep that back nice and flat. You don't want to sag and you don't want to teepee. Nice and flat. All right, come on up. You're gonna get one heavy weight. We're gonna do sumo squats. So you're gonna take a wide stance. Your toes are gonna be pointing out towards the corners of the room. You're gonna come straight down, hinging at the knees. So down and back up. Down and back up. All right, go ahead and rest. Ready. Same exercise, go. That back nice and flat. Chest up. Hinging at the knees. Stick your bottom out and down. All right, go ahead, rest. Stretching it out, shaking it out. Jogging in place. Ready, go. All right. Heel touches. Ready, go. All right, come back up. Now, depending where you are in your fitness, you want either a lightweight or a medium weight. Okay, I'm going to use my medium weight. We're going to isolate now and do one at a time. So again, it's the same motion. I'm just going to hold my arm right here and I'm bending back. I'm working the tricep right there. So if you put your hand on your tricep, you'll actually feel it working. I'm going to hold right here, keep it nice and straight. You can see even when I go up, I'm not locking it all the way out. Okay, that elbow stays bent. All right, working behind your head. Always be really careful when you're doing that. That's why you want to pick the right weight. Okay, so then bring it down this way so that you're not just stopping in midair and then letting it slide down. I'm going to go ahead and hold it in this hand until I'm ready to move it into the next hand. So during the rest. All right, go ahead and switch. Same thing. Isolating it now. Again, I want to still, have a good base so I'm stabilized. That good base is going to allow me to do the reps correctly and it's going to allow me to do it as quickly as I can. But you can't trade form for speed, okay? Bring that down. Simulated jump rope. Ready, go. All right, reach throughs. Ready, go. All right, come on up. Go ahead and get heavy weight, medium weight. We're going to do the lunge. Then we're pulsing. So you're gonna set a nice lunge, okay? And then you're just gonna pulse. Bringing that knee in back down. You see, I'm just holding the weights outside. I still wanna have good posture. Nice long neck. Those shoulders relax back and down. The work is just on the legs. Dropping that back knee straight down. That front knee stays in line with the ankle. If you didn't feel it the first time around, you're probably feeling it the second time around. Keep going, you got this. All right, rest. Go ahead, switch. So again, set that leg nice and straight. There you go, and then drop that back knee. Pulse. Again, nothing ever gets locked out. All right, go ahead, set those down. In, out, ready, go. Trying to move those legs as fast as you can, in, out, picking them up, picking them up. All right, hold in plank. Ready, go. All right, come on up. Okay, last workout with weights, we're gonna get lightweight. And we're gonna do raises for our shoulders, lateral raises. So again, set your base, only come up to your shoulders. Coming up to your shoulders. All right, go ahead, rest. Again, our last workout with the weight. And then we have our finisher. Those of you that have taken my classes before, I think you know what the finisher is, or you think you know what the finisher is, but it's not. I'm going to switch it up. We're not going to do my favorite finisher today. We'll save it. All right, so the finisher, jumping jacks. We've done them. We did them at the beginning, but now we're doing them for 40 seconds, and we're doing them as fast as we can. Go. Nice job. Good job. Yeah. Finish the hard work of the workout. Go ahead and get a drink. By the way, that was high fives. All right, we're cooling down. I'm going to switch back the timer. Go ahead and have a seat on the floor. Soles of your feet together, back nice and flat. Bring your chest towards your toes, trying to keep your knees out to the side. Go ahead and roll onto one side. You're going to leave one leg straight. The other one, you're going to bend your knee so that you're bringing your heel to your glute. Keep your knees even. Go ahead, switch sides. Same thing. One leg straight, the other knee is bent, the legs stay even. All right, you're gonna bring your right ankle above your left knee, then you're gonna grab your left leg and bring it in towards you, high hamstring stretch. Should feel really great. Go ahead, switch. All right, let's stretch out the calf. So heel down, 1 foot forward. Go ahead, switch. Come up, arm across. Other side, arm across. Arm behind. Don't wrench your neck. Go ahead, switch. All right, you can use a wall or a door jamb. I'm using the window. You can put your arm into it and then roll away from it. Shoulder level. Go ahead and switch sides. Again, shoulder level, roll away. You feel a nice stretch across the pecs. All right, so week 2, workout 1 is in the books. All right, just to go over again. So you want to take your pulse. Now, you can take your pulse for 6 seconds and then multiply it by 10. You could do it for 10 seconds, multiply it by 6. You could do it for 15 seconds, multiply it by 4. Do you guys see a pattern? You could do it for 30 seconds, multiply it by 2, or you could take it for the full minute, okay? But that's just a fraction of a minute to give you what your heart rate is. Once you have your max heart rate, once you take 220 minus your age equals your max. Once you have your max, you want to know what your training heart rate is at 60%, 70%, 80%. Okay, so again, I used if I was 20, so my max would be 200. 60% of 200 is 120. 70% of 200 is 140. And 80% of 200 is 160. So if I was doing taking my pulse for 6 seconds, multiplying it by 10, if my pulse when I took it was 12, I'd be at 120. I'd know that I was at 60% of my max heart rate. Now, there's a couple of things that can affect heart rate. One is that I tell you to do something faster. So the speed that you do something can affect it. But also another thing that can affect it is load. So when you have weights in your hands, it's one thing to just do this motion, but when you're doing a wide bicep curl with weights, we've affected the load. Because it got heavier, it's going to be harder on your heart. Your body's going to have to respond. Okay, so speed and load are rate and load are one of the things that we can do in order to affect the heart rate. We can make it go faster. Okay, so that's important. So if you're doing an exercise and you're just at 11 and you should be probably at 14 because you're at 110 and it really should be an exercise, so you need to be at 140, then you need to do one of two things. Increase your speed or increase the weight, all right? But again, you only want to increase weight, you only want to increase speed as long as the form is really good and it's not affecting the form of the exercise. All right, have a great day. Good job.